Alright guys, you know I've been loving the Ioni lashes, so I did want to pick up some new products to test out today, and I got the liquid blush and powder blush. In the liquid blush, I got the shade Pink Rose, and in the powdered blush, I got Celestial Peach because they didn't have a pink tone powder blush to set with. I also went in with just one shade and did my blowout technique where I take three different blushes to build the color up, but just using one shade and blowing it out. And the Ioni lash that I'm going to use, I'll leave the name on the screen, but this is one of my favorite pair. And because I am having a few breakouts, I did go in with my e.l.f. Acne Fighting Primer. And I went in with my Maybelline 322 Warm Honey Fit Me Foundation. I'm having a little problem with really realizing whether or not I do like the new foundation that I've been testing out. So if you are new here and you haven't seen the video, I'm speaking on the Maybelline 30-hour wear. 1 minute I feel like it is this shade, the next minute it's looking kind of orange. On camera it looks fine, but like I tried to wear it out this weekend and I didn't like how it set, so I did use a different primer with it, but I'll have to keep working with it because I do plan on using it up, even if it's just for filming purposes, and I'll decide whether or not throughout the process of whether or not I'm going to buy it again. But I also wanted to go with a foundation that I know I wear a lot and all the time, so that if I did like the cream and powder new products that I bought, that I would be testing it out with something that I do wear all the time. And of course, somebody wouldn't let me be great. My little Dolce, she is so spoiled. I did start filming this video right after work, so she was feeling like, when am I going to get my time? But I really did want to build some content tonight and test out these blushes because I think I spoke about this in previous videos. I did see different people testing them out on different social media platforms, and some did like it, some didn't, and I saw that people are buying these up, so I wanted to test it out for myself. I did expect this blush to be a little bit bigger because of the packaging. It may be the same size as the new e.l.f. blushes, but I didn't like the applicator because it's very similar to that one. I like a fatter doe foot. When I first applied this on my skin, it did seem like the pigment was there. But as I started blending it out, it was like a watery kind of consistency, and it did move my foundation. So I did not like that. And I don't feel like I'll be testing out any other colors because the more I blend it, it's like the more the color faded away, and I do like a very pigmented blush. So I did go in with my Profusions in the shade Bellini, since I will be setting this blush with Celestial Peach, and this shade is closest to that one. I just felt like, I didn't have any other choice but to mix something with it. But these blushes were just $1.25 each. So are the Ioni lashes. That's why I do like their products, because they're affordable. As far as the lashes are concerned, they're reusable. I've even slept in mine, and you know how sometimes you can sleep in a lash by accident and it'll be bent. These lashes are very sturdy. They have a very comfortable lash band. So I do like the Ioni lashes. But as far as the liquid blush, like I said, it's not something that I would repurchase again, even though it's affordable, because I don't like when, um, products move my foundation. And I've been loving this contour duo that I got from the hair store. I feel like for the winter, it's a very appropriate contour shade because it's not really deep. Now, when you do want to go for a more bronzy look, then, to each its own. But to me, this is more like a everyday makeup look with the eyes being so subtle. So I did want to go in with this one. I've really been enjoying it. And I was also trying to go in um, and get these blushes today, because as you remember, when I first bought that contour shade, I was trying to find um, something that I could test out with the shade Bellini that I did use as a liquid blush today. Now, at first, I thought, okay, the pigment is here, but it did leave like a patchy spot. So I don't know if it's because I'm having a breakout right now. It is something that maybe I'll use in the future, but I wasn't feeling these Ioni blushes. I'm not gonna lie. And none of these items are sponsored, so I have no choice but to be honest. I mean, even if they were sponsored, I'm not gonna be one of those YouTubers that come on here and be like, you have to get this. And I feel like that's another reason why I don't go out and just spend my money on high end products, because you don't have to. I've bought high end in the past before I even start filming, and I wasn't, crazy about them. This is a Rimmel London Times Kate Spade lipstick. If you remember back in the day when everybody was wearing those matte, like pale lipsticks, this is what I could afford. Speaking of high end, and I just paired it with a Maybelline gloss. I also forgot to mention earlier that I did pick up a new highlighter brush. I got this brush because I do like a more longer handled um, brush. I feel like you have more control when your handle is a little bit longer, in my opinion. And this was $1.25 too. I also got this from the Dollar Tree, so I'm using a lot of Dollar Tree products tonight. This is the finished look. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. If you are not following me on any social media platforms besides YouTube, you can follow me on Instagram and TikTok. And as always, thank you guys so much for watching.